Mr. Vice-Chancellor, as the Dean of the Faculty of Health Sciences, I have the honor to present candidates for degrees. Mr. Vice-Chancellor, I have the honor to present candidates for the Master of Pharmacy. For a dissertation entitled, An Injectable Ocular Biostimuli Degradable Spacer-Based Polymer Drug Conjugate for Target Treatment of Posterior Segment Inflammation, Muhammad Anwari. For a dissertation entitled, Investigating the Prevalence and Management of Potential Drug-Drug Interactions amongst HIV patients on treatment for comorbid illness, with distinction, Amina Munshi. For a dissertation entitled, Self-Medication Practices Amongst Medical and Non-Medical University Students, Rumbudzai Murawa. Mr. Vice-Chancellor, I have the honor to present candidates for the Master of Science in Medicine. For a dissertation entitled, Investigating the Health Profile of Employees at a Pharmaceutical Company in Johannesburg, with distinction, Margarida de Silva. For a dissertation entitled, Antimicrobial Combination Therapy, Potential for South African Medical Plants with Dyes to Treat Infectious Skin Pathogens, with distinction, Mtambeni Dumisa. For a dissertation entitled, The Effect of Novel Compounds on Copper Homeostasis in Plasmodium falciparum and Neuroblastoma Cells, Natasha Janssen van Vuren. For a dissertation entitled, The Use of Nutritional Supplements and Performance, Nazir Noor Mohammed. For a dissertation entitled, The Effect Swimming Training Intensity Has on Sleep, Mood and Recovery in Elite Swimmers, Chandra Pretorius. Mr. Vice-Chancellor, I have the honor to present candidates for the Master of Science in Occupational Therapy. Letitia Bierman. For a dissertation entitled, Sensory Processing of Women Diagnosed with Genitopelvic Pain, Penetration Disorder, Elsie Labuskaghni. Annelie Meyer, Jackson Norwa, Emma Perridge, Ruda Roo, for a dissertation entitled Validity of Screening Tools for Activity Limitation and Cognitive Dysfunction in Patients with HIV-Associated Neurocognitive Disorder, Elizabeth Smith, Stacey Smith, Nadia Struvic, Tamron Whitmore. Mr. Vice-Chancellor, I have the honor to present candidates for the Master of Science in Physiotherapy. For a dissertation entitled, Factors Influencing Utilization of Physiotherapy Services at Busia County Referral Hospital, Johnson Ayinda. For a dissertation entitled, The Effectiveness of Activity-Based Interventions in the Management of Overweight and Obesity in Children, a Systematic Review, Chibutso Etsenmugu. For a dissertation entitled, Comparison of Two Outcome Measures to Detect Changes in Physical Function for Patients After Open Abdominal Surgery, with distinction, Maralee Fourie. Tlangelani Hobiayani. For a dissertation entitled, Analysis of the Disability Framework and Strategy in South Africa, Naima Hussein El Kaout. For a dissertation entitled Patient Motivation in Therapy and the Impact It Has on Rehabilitation Outcome Post-Stroke, Soliswa Ntsizende. Mr. Vice-Chancellor, I have the honor to present candidates for the Bachelor of Pharmacy. Mohammed Asmal. With distinction, Simesola Ayodele. With distinction, Riaisha Bakhalia. Leila Boy, Rushira Chetty, Chitsa Chibanda, Michelle Chibanda. With distinction, Vermisha Chipa, Simbarashe Chiparawi, Karmani Dorasami, Nareen Duplessis, Lovia Diantie, Lunga Gadala, Aisha Ghani, Maxine Groves, Chikometsio Kawanga, Kenneth Koshi, with distinction, Tasmia Laher, Nabila Lambert, Mpo Make, Offense Mabokela, with distinction, Bongia Madela, Juhi Maharaj, Tokosila Matlangu, Zanita Matlangu, Amina Mohammed, Ahmed Mohammedi, Pumzila Makanya, Tlukani Maluleke, with distinction, Lebohang Mapiloko, Khelo Masela, Shelley Matu, Notando Mavuza, Luvoleto Mgudla, Charlene Makakurwa, Mazi Mkize, Cheko Makwanazi, Ntabiseng Mokwena, Nomsa Molefe, Saliha Mula, with distinction, Raisa Mula, Alicia Munsami, Ramotsobane Mpalele, Patience Msimanga, Christine Naidu, Sitandekile Ngube, Koleka Nene, Safize We Nkalo, Cynthia Nlabati, Mboni Nkosi, Nurhan Orabi, Ashna Patel, Tiago Patla, Motlatelo Panyane, Talia Pillay, Karabo Pule, Chediso Ramokoka, Brian Sete, Ntokoza Sibeko, Shohini Singh, Mbuso Twala, Pumla Twala, Amukelani Valoi, Aisha Wadi, Malcolm Wallace, Soleka Olo. Mr. Vice-Chancellor, I have the honor to present candidates for the Bachelor of Science in Occupational Therapy. Amy Badenhorst, John Beebe, Lindsay Bellingham, Jumna Baba, Amy Button, Nadia Karam Kaney, Darian Cunningham, Raquel DeFranca, Rain de Jager, Zerilda de Kock, Mukti Devchand, Lisa Domeyer, Jessica Erasmus, Katia Faria, Lisa Fellingham, Tanya Fisher, Ashley Forbes, Atia Gunshi, Shayna Harris, Lauren Holman, Karina Hollock, Tegan Jacobs, Anjani Jivan, Carolina Joubert, Miriam Laher, Nelise Siwe Make, Tamima Mayer, Rumana Mayet, Sagan McNeil, Rahima Mia, Tatu Makubung, Tahira Musa, Mapue Mpasha, Payal Nasai, Maxine Ndlovu, Amy Novik, Zuleika Omar Ishmael, Darren Palmer, Gordy Risenberg, Kelsey Rosen, Gabriella Rowan, Renate Schnackenberg, Lital Zetzer, Aaron Smith, Lee Ann Staffney, Alex Sternkamp, Nuria van Biljon, Sarah Weinberg, Melissa Westick, Caitlin Williams. Mr. Vice-Chancellor, I have the honor to present candidates for the Bachelor of Science in Physiotherapy. Gabriela Anna, Yanni Ayers, Nadine Barnard, Sarah Ben, Hital Beaker, Aaron Blunt, with distinction, Lara Boyce, Sinead Breitz, Melanie Brown, Lauren Burrows, Jade Khan, Nyasha Chikonyora, Jade Cooper, Prashil Dyer, Monique Debreu, Zaid Dendar, Danielle Duploy, Tara Ems, Duncan Fisher, Juanita Furey, Aaron Gradwell, with distinction, Zedre Griesel, Jamie Hackner, Amira Hassan, Erika Giane, Lefelile Khoete, Pravin Keswa, Tegan Kurifa, Shira Kruger, Kiara Liepman, Austin Lloyd, Daniel Losper, Maefo Maepa, Marissa Maestri, Akira Manga, Teboho Mashilo, Tembekile Mdluli, Claudia Mendelowitz, Ramoholo Mako, Lelo Holonolo Mosobedi, Anila Mpondo, Husna Nanabai, Londika Perry, Samira Reed, Tamron Robertson, Ryan Rosen, Nina Simon, Henry Stein, Karen Schwartz, Amina Tagari, Michelle Teron, Carla Turing, Mark Waller. Ladies and gentlemen, the Faculty of Health Sciences holds an annual award ceremony in April each year, but some of these awards are made to final year students at the graduation ceremony. Because of the unusual circumstances we find ourselves this year, we will make those awards at the prize giving, but would like to announce these awards this evening in order for you to be aware of who the prize winners are. The Raymond and Marjorie Dart Medal is awarded to the most distinguished graduate who has consistently performed well throughout the 4 years of study in the Bachelor of Science in Physiotherapy. And the recipient this evening is Zedre Griesel. The second Raymond and Marjorie Dart Medal is awarded to the most distinguished graduate who has consistently performed well throughout the 4 years of study in the Bachelor of Science in Occupational Therapy. And the recipient this year is Lisa Kim Fellingham. The UPD Pharmacy Medal is awarded to the most distinguished graduate in the final year of the degree of Bachelor of Pharmacy, and the recipient is Tashmia Laher.
Oh!